What's going on, everybody? Happy evening, and welcome to the Bearded Banner Show. I am Nick, your host, with my co-host here and uglier half, Paul. Yeah.
You have the face only a mother could love.
Hey, you know what? My mommy loves my face just fine.
Whatever, dude.
Just fine. So it's Wednesday, and you know what time it is? It's the time to see our beautiful faces coming at you live from the studio. Got the lights put up. Hopefully,
Looks really nice in here.
yeah. Thanks for your help, bud.
Hey, some of us have a job.
I think I work about twice as many hours as you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, car salesman. You know it never ends. You know we are on call 24/7. You know that's I'm pour me a drink. Speaking of drink, what are we drinking tonight?
We are drinking some Wilderness Trail.
Can't hear you.
We are drinking some Wilderness Trail
Wilderness.
6-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Wednesdays is all about having a little bit of fun. It's our day off, so we like to drink a little whiskey and bourbon and have a little bit of fun, talk about some different events going on, both at the car lot, both
It's your day off.
my day off, as well as kind of what's going on in the community, different fun events going on here locally as well as nationally. So sit down, enjoy, and hope you have time to pour yourself a drink because it is 5 o'clock. So,
And if you guys have not tried this Wilderness Trail, I've only had the 6-year, but it is I had to go buy another bottle because I like it that much.
it's not bad. Need some Coke in it.
It doesn't overtake my top 3 whiskeys, but it's definitely a top 10
Really?
for me. Yeah,
You know,
and everybody's got a different palate, obviously.
I'll tell you what I was kind of bummed out on. So Paul and I went out the other day doing a little bit of bourbon hunting here in town. Went over to the liquor store and I bought some of this Knob Creek, this maple, smoked maple, I think is what it was. Yeah. So I'm really a humongous fan of rums as well. I love rum. I love the sweetness of it. Mix it in with a little bit of Coke, splashes some lime. And man, there's just not a whole lot that's better than that. So I thought that was going to be a huge hit. And to turn out, it tasted like maple syrup. You can pretty much pour that on your pancakes and take care of 2 things. Take care of your hunger and your buzz fix for the day. So yeah, definitely kind of a flop. Not a real big fan of that one.
Hey, I did find out some news this week.
Oh yeah, what's that?
I watched a little bit of Bruzel's show, and I'm excited for this whiskey that's going to be coming out this year. I just don't know how available it's going to be.
Well, what's coming out?
They're coming out with an Eagle Rare 12-year. As you know, the Eagle Rare that we drink, that I helped you acquire, is a 10-year. But this year, there's going to be a 12-year out. They've already got a 17 and a 25. Neither one of us can afford that, even if we put our money together. But this 12-year should be affordable if you can find it.
Yeah.
Because right now, it's hard to find Eagle Rare.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I mean, you can find it, but
I can find it.
Yeah. Not everybody has got the homie hookup.
Yeah.
So, a couple fun things coming up in the near few weeks. Wednesday, June 11th, is the Hayesville Aviator Mel Hamilton Ford takeover at the game. We sponsored this event. Hayesville Aviators is a local collegiate baseball team that plays here in Hayesville, Kansas. These guys are flown from all over the country. And from what I was told, we've even had some players flying from out of the country in the years past. So it is going to be one heck of a season. And June 11th is on a Wednesday. So if you're not doing anything, you need to come out there. One, support the local teams and have a little bit of fun with with me and the Mel Hamilton team, as well as just kind of support our community. It's going to be a fun night. There'll be some giveaways and some T-shirts and some prizes, and Lisa's going to be up on the PA system and T-shirts. Did I say that?
Yeah. Do
Yep.
I get to get in the giveaways or no? Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if you're one of the lucky
What?
contenders, you
Hey, I was not invited by Nick, by the way.
you are always invited to all the events. Always. You just got to pay the admission fee.
Eh. At least my hookup for Eagle Rare is a real hookup.
This is a hookup. I promise. I promise.
We need to go to a Wichita wind surge game here soon before it gets excessively hot.
Dude, I love going to the games down there at the Wind Surge, especially when we get the luge box. Have you ever been to the luge box? Been upstairs in
last year I got a couple tickets from Lisa. And
oh my God, dude, that is the best way. If you've never been to the Wind Surge game, I mean, you're missing out. That is an incredible field. And, it's fun for the whole family. The old Lawrence Dumont Stadium, it was great, but this is just almost doesn't feel like it should be in Wichita.
Lawrence Dumont was nice until they installed the AstroTurf. To me, that kind of took away from the game.
Really?
Yeah, it's when I think of baseball, I don't think of AstroTurf. I think of dirt and grass. But the infield was all AstroTurf the last couple of years of the wing nuts. So I still went. That's fun going and watching the games. And
yeah, absolutely. Supporting your Wichita teams.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that Lisa got a couple tickets off her last year. The luge box was nice.
Dude, did you eat the food upstairs?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, dude, that's
really good.
Yeah, stuff you don't expect to see at a baseball field or at a baseball game.
Yeah, but sometimes it's better just to have the hot dog and some beers.
When you go there with hungry kids that eat nonstop, having the ability to send them upstairs to get a hot dog, a pretzel, popcorn, refill their drink because they've got endless pits of, both food and, beverages. Oh my God. It's always a good time. Always a good time. So definitely, if you've never been, go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of fun. So did you hear the latest news on Facebook? And I think it's pretty much been all over the news all afternoon today.
What's that?
Dude, our presidente is over in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Trump,
I hear that Qatar is wanting to gift him a new 747.
not him. He's gifting the government. But,
Yeah, same difference.
he's doing a lot of great things. And
He
now,
is.
I don't want to say I'm left-sided or right-sided. I don't want to, I don't want to get this to be political, but I do want to say, if you want what's best for the country,
Yeah.
you've got to
Definitely.
admire what he's doing, because I mean, holy smokes, man.
Yeah.
Just a decade ago we were at war with those guys, and now they're over there drinking tea and signing some stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but it was like $1.7 trillion something signed.
Yeah, Trump's been getting a lot of stuff together, and like I said, we're not going to be political on either side. One of the great things about our country is the diversity in it, and how we can have opposing views. Unfortunately, the way things have gone lately, if you oppose either side's views, then you're against them, and that's honestly not true.
Yeah.
But at least on my end, I don't care your nationality, your race, your religion. You treat me right, I'll treat you right. That's the way it all should be.
Yep. That's how I was brought up too.
Yep.
But yeah, so go America, and way to go, Trump. Thank you so much.
Yep.
By the way, if you are friends of mine and you go to my Facebook page, you can see I've actually got a good customer of mine that works in Dubai and Saudi Arabia, and he was actually in Saudi Arabia, captured the Trump and the congregate, or whatever you want to call it, passing through, and it was kind of cool. Got a bunch of them. It's about a 30-second clip.
What was that word you said?
I don't know. This
What's
stuff.
that congregate?
It's whiskey talk, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's whiskey talk. But anyways, go to my Facebook page. You can see it. It's kind of cool.
English. Whiskey English.
Yeah, that's a word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
So, question for you. You know, you kind of on your full-time gig, working customer service.
Yes.
Yeah. If you were to summarize customer service in a short paragraph, what does customer service mean to you? Or explain it.
In a short paragraph?
Yeah. And give me your definition. What do you feel like customer service is to you, or how give me your take on customer service.
Well, for me, I try to get to know my customer and try to find common interests or common grounds. So, like, I'll ask whether I'm on the car lot on Saturdays or at my other job. When I'm talking to my customers, I try to relate to them, ask where they're from, because the more personal you make it, the better and more trusting you feel to the person. So,
Sure.
to me,
Yeah, no, I get it. So
I really don't like it when
that's building rapport, though. So
Yeah.
there's difference between building rapport and customer service.
there is, but there isn't.
No, there is, because I went to I don't want to call it like upper class Richie Poo restaurant, but we'll just say the average plate was $40 to $50 a plate. Call it what you want to, but that's definitely, in my household, something we definitely don't do very often. That's a special treat. You probably have that for breakfast.
No.
Okay.
Special treat for me is McDonald's.
Yeah, right. Whatever. You're the one that has a. Never mind. Anyways, so when I spend that kind of money, I guess I expect a certain level of service,
Yeah.
And
I've heard it, and not to mention names, but at our BMW dealerships here in town and some of the higher end car lots, I've heard that it's like that the customer service is not like it would be at Mel Hamilton Ford. They don't greet you like we would. They're kind of more, they wait for the customer to come to them instead of reaching out to them and seeing how they feel. So Nick is texting during our show.
It's
And
my
he
boss
was-
upstairs.
Your boss upstairs?
Yep. I get in deep trouble if I don't respond.
Hey, boss upstairs, we're filming a show. And Holly, don't yell at me, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble later. Thanks, bud.
Hey, that's why I'm here.
Yeah. But no, like, so what I was referencing to is, there's, I guess, whether you're buying a steak dinner or you're buying a new car, when you go into those different establishments,
Mhm.
you expect a certain level of service,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
like a warm greeting. You expect, prompt service. You expect somebody to bring you a high chair instead of making you wait there standing up for about 15 minutes wondering if you're supposed to go get it yourself, or walking into a car lot if you're supposed to mosey around yourself trying to figure out things, or if you have an awesome sales guy like you or I to be
Mhm.
able to help facilitate and answer questions too.
So you're not expecting somebody to throw rolls at you?
Man, Lambert's is awesome, dude. That's the one place I will gladly accept them to throw rolls at me.
Rolls,
Rolls.
not Rose.
Rolls. You ever been there?
ROLLS. I have not. My dad loves that place though.
Oh my god, dude.
They have one just out there with Springfield.
Yeah.
Madison area.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy. Raise your hand up in the air. Dude, they could be across the room and they'll chuck them at you.
All right. Hey, you raise your hand, I'll chuck a bottle of whiskey at you. It might hurt.
Hey, you know what? Throw a bottle of that good stuff at me. I'll take it. I'll take it. So, couple questions for you. You know, always like to try to end the show on a fun note. Couple funny little deals. If you could switch lives with any animal, which animal would it be? And what are you picking, man?
Which animal would
Yeah, if you could switch lives or like switch days with an animal, what animal would you pick?
That's a good question. Maybe a chimpanzee.
You do look like a monkey.
So you can. When I was a kid in Panama, we went to the zoo, and when my dad was stationed down there, and one of the chimpanzees threw his stuff at my teacher. I'd love to be able to do that. Just
threw his poo at the teacher.
Oh yeah, I'd love to throw poo at people all day.
You know, you can do that today.
Yeah, you'd probably go to jail.
Yeah, probably.
But if you're a monkey, you get away with that shit.
It's acceptable.
Yes,
it's acceptable.
It's part of. They expect that out of you.
Me personally, I think I would be like an eagle. You know, I always wanted to fly.
Flying's not what it's cracked up to be.
Okay, Mr. Aviator.
I'm not an aviator. I don't have a pilot's license.
Okay. Question number 2. Aliens landed today. And they stuck a probe. No, I'm just kidding. Aliens landed today and they said, show me the weirdest things humans do. What are you showing them?
I'd bring them straight over here to your house.
It's going to be pretty boring.
The weirdest thing.
The weirdest thing.
Hollywood.
Oh, my God.
I would take them to Hollywood and say, this is what crazy America is.
That is no joke. They'd be like, are you a boy or a girl? I don't answer that. That's offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That is no joke. All right. So other than that, other than you wanting to show them Hollywood, employee pricing is still going on. So if anybody's out there still looking for that great deal on a new set of wheels,
come by Saturday and see me. And maybe come see my assistant during the week.
Your assistant. That's so funny. That's so funny. So, yes, on a serious note, Ford employee pricing is still going on. However, you know, one thing with Ford is they are in control of everything. We don't control that. Yep. So, you know, they can turn the switch off as fast as they turned it on, and that means the deals are over. So here's what I've been telling every single person, family, friends, and just people I meet. It doesn't cost a single penny to come in and just chat and look, see where you're at. But it could cost you thousands of dollars if you were to wait.
Not to mention, talking about the Kelley Blue Book.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So Mel Hambelton Ford's also a Kelley Blue Book buying store. You know, Kelley Blue Book's one of the probably most well-known sources online to getting valuations on your car, what it's worth, as well as the most trusted advisor. So with that being said, you know, if you've got a vehicle you're looking to sell, you're not even trying to buy anything, you just want to sell your car, you know, give Paul or I a call. You know, Paul works 1 day a week on Saturday. I work there about 24/7, 365. And as you can see, my phone is still going off here while we're talking, or while we're live, from people and management sending me stuff too. So I am always available to help, as well as Paul is too. But no, on a serious note, if you're looking just to sell your car, I would love to be able to help you get that number, get a realistic number for you. Be happy to. Yeah, just shoot us a message. My cell phone number is 316-670-0246.
And mine is 316-218-5876.
Mine's easy to remember. What did you roofie my drink?
No, you're just a lightweight.
I can taste some roofie, and I know what roofies taste like.
Maybe Holly did it before you came down. She's trying to get lucky tonight.
You know, I'm the lucky one every night.
You are.
Yeah, I am. But guys, there you go. There you've had it. Thanks so much for tuning into the show, catching up with us here on the Bearded Banner Show on Whiskey Wisdom Wednesday.
Yep.
And like always, make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff on Facebook and YouTube land. And check out if you're in the liquor store next time and you're a whiskey or bourbon drinker, check this one out. It's not too shabby. How much was that bottle, by the way?
You remember? 60, 65, somewhere around there.
Well, us po folk that drink Lord Calvert, I don't know. We'll have to save up our pennies, nickels, and dimes for that one.
I'm pretty sure that if Phil's drinking it, then it's not as cheap as you're claiming.
All right, guys. Have a great night.
Hey, also, next week, don't forget, leave a comment down below. What whiskey do you want us to try? Either out of my collection or one that we can go purchase.
Pappy Van Winkle.
That will be coming out of Nick's pocket.
All right, guys. Yeah. Leave a comment down below if you're a whiskey collector, bourbon collector, or hey, you know what? I'll even try a little bit of tequila.
Tell us what your unicorn is. Yeah, tequila. I bought some, which by the way, nothing against Oscar, but he loves this Fortaleza stuff, so I bought it. Nah, I'm not such a big fan.
No.
Tequila Ocho.
There you've had it, right out of the Viz mouth. But guys, take care. Have a wonderful Wednesday. If you need anything, please